Rusty Deals 25 back here in Minnesota is Rust. You only got to look at the door handles to tell we got an AMC here, 1969 AMC Rebel SST. And yes, you could get a 4-door SST. I had to look it up. I didn't know you could. So here we have a seller that's got two 4-door versions. They got too many projects. They want to move on. They've got one that's the gold and the white car have a title. The other car doesn't have a title. So essentially two become one. You need a battery, a master cylinder, a little electrical work, and it should be on the road. So the gold and white has a title, the other doesn't. So the gold and white should be the quote-unquote good one. So there, is that gold? I don't know. So I see we've got some front-end parts missing. See the front fender's crunched up a little bit. It's been sitting in the weeds a while, so hasn't moved a ton there. Front bumper's gone, grill's gone. So is that the good one? Let's take a look at the other one quick. That one must be the roadworthy one. It's got a license plate, and all the pieces look like they are there. That one appears to be sitting maybe less time, but looks like the glass is intact. Doors are there. It's got tires to hold air, looks like. So I don't know. 4-door 69 Rebel, is that something that's worth $2,000? Your dash on anything old is going to be cracked up, so that doesn't bother me. Seats look to be wore out. Person loved budget energy drinks, much like myself. So we got that going on there. You got some aluminum to recycle. That'll help cover the cost, maybe, of getting it back on the road. It's funny how big that trans tunnel is. Big trans tunnel on these 4 doors. The driver's seat, the front kind of split bench there, is pretty rough. It's in one piece. I throw a seat cover on and not worry about it until you decided if you really wanted to put some money into that. Trying to recover seats is not super fun and can be expensive when you bring it to an expert. Door cards there look pretty fancy. As an SST, it's kind of a higher model of a trim package. So you've got I don't see power windows or power locks, which was not super common in the late 60s, unless it was a luxury car or a high option car. But the door cards, they're not just cardboardy looking. You get kind of a pleated fabric there. You've got little Rebel little badges or something kind of right above where the armrest is. You've got quarter windows that fold in, something I always enjoyed on my 80s pickups. You got your tail lights. You got chrome across your trunk lid there. What always blows my mind is you look at how you'll see like cues from vehicles. So like to me, I look at this kind of squint a little bit, and it looks like 67 Ford, how those body lines and will just kind of echo through different years and different automotive manufacturers. Again, here's the passenger side. Doors look pretty good. Looks like there's some stuff in the back seat. Hard to see. Maybe it's extra parts. Maybe it isn't. And then let's take a swing over to the back seat. There's some more parts there, but looks like it's all one piece and together, kind of, sort of. It always makes me nervous seeing a car that's not just the mechanicals are disassembled, but if the interior is gutted. Trying to find, clips and trim pieces and bolts and screws and nuts for your engine is a little easier than for interior stuff. I myself have been guilty of taking chrome off of vehicles and thinking about big body work things and realizing, no, I just want to drive it. And so I've got a 69 Galaxy that all the chrome is off, but I saved what clips I could, and those are sitting in the vehicle right now. So there you go. I see, is it a carburetor on the front bench right there? So some more parts, some Fleet Farm bags, probably more parts there. Quite a shifter knob there for the automatic transmission. So here is our 6-cylinder here. So I would bet these are the smaller version of the 258. So maybe I think it was 232. I grew up with AMC Eagles, as you've heard us talk about before. So familiar with that look right there. At least these have a metal valve cover, not the plastic or composite, so that is helpful. Battery is always in a weird place on these. Kind of, to me, it looks like it's sticking into the engine bay, because it is sticking into the engine bay. Here's a closer picture of the parts one with no title, the Rob Defender off of it, grill off of it, bumper off of it. So I would say, yes, you really are getting a viable road car and a parts car that is probably, you're just going to strip it down more and then sell the rest back on Marketplace when you're done with it for the next person to work on it. Getting another picture of the driver's side of the more road worthy unit here. I don't know, it looks like the windows are tinted. That's interesting. So if these are kind of your jam, if you like late 60s sedans, late 60s AMC, maybe this is something for you. As always, we're going to jump on over and look at some other examples. So when you do put time and effort into this, what do you have left? Auto Trader always has examples for sale. Let's take a look at that in just a second here. If it's not something that's, super close to your heart and you're just buying it to flip it or buying it to fix up and drive, see if you like it or not, then want to sell it again. So what are these worth when you're done? So here is an example for $6,000. It looks like it's running, driving. This says manual transmission, so that could be a little more interesting. But there you go, $6,000 for something that's done, clean title, it's sellable, it's drivable, it's appears to be turnkey, hop in and go. So $2,000 for two parts cars, and then yes, here you go. Here's your two-door sporty version. So there were some Rebels that were more, muscle car-y, a lot of more rare, I guess. So here's a 1970 with a 390 for $67,000. I don't know if I'd pay $67,000 for a Rebel, but if you're a big AMC guy, maybe it's worth it to you. Here's a 67 convertible Rebel, V8, automatic, 38.5. So maybe you get an idea of what just the base four-door, $6-7,000 if it's nice. You get more of a collectible muscle car version, $60,000. Get more of a collectible convertible, $38,000 is what people are selling it for. Yes, maybe it's not worth that much, but if somebody's selling it for that much, they're probably working the price down until they get what they want. Jump over to eBay quick. Here we have a 68 two-door Ambassador, so a little bit bigger than the Rebel. Rebel's more of a mid-size. Ambassador's more your full size, like your Galaxy, your Fury, your Impala, Caprice. 27-ish for this guy, or best offer. This one looks nice. You got chrome wheels. You got everything that you need on there to get moving down the road. And of course, you look at the little tag there, how many people are watching this, and it said 4 people are watching this one. 69 Rambler 440. Not a Mopar 440, that was a model number. So here's our wagon for 18. And this one has your small AMC V8, and you can see it was converted over to a 700 R4. So a nice driver with an overdrive transmission. I'll tell you, driving, a C6 and a Turbo 400 down the freeway, not so fun. What was the AMC? It was a 904, was your automatic there. A couple more eBay ones here. Here's your AMX, which was your two-door, no rear seat, $60,000, the very bottom one. Javelin, which is kind of like an AMX, but it had a back seat, $30,000, and then your Ambassador, again, your full size, $20,000. So to give you an idea, you get any kind of muscle car version, you're looking at muscle car money, or more of just a regular Ambassador, just a nice fuller size, $20,000, $19,900. So maybe $2,000 for two cars isn't too bad. Then again, it's just your straight six, not going to be a speed demon. So is $2,000 a fair price for these two guys? You got the parts rig, you got the going to town rig, as my script would say. I don't know, driving something old is kind of fun if you're just cruising the family to go get ice cream or go out. Drive it to work one day a week. Sitting in traffic might not be so fun, but you could probably make it reliable, get the carb running clean, and go from there. So you decide. For me, we're going to pass on this one. Minnesota's Rust, Rusty Deals. Thank you much.